Red Voyage News, splashing the check-in. Thank you for tuning in. I have an article right here brought to you by VladTV.com. Pop Hunna speaks after management addresses suicide concerns. Now, if you don't know who Pop Hunna is a rapper from Philly who had a song out, I'll say a couple months ago or last year. It's called Adderall. A lot of people think it's called Corvette, but it's not called Corvette. It's called Adderall. All right. And it had, the beat had a nice little bounce to it. He had a nice flow to it. Then there was another song he followed up after it. I forgot the name of it, but he had that same Adderall Corvette flow. And it seemed like, he was on his way to success, destined for greatness. I don't know if he'd have been the next big artist, but I think he would have had a fan base. I think that he would have seen big dollars in this game. I think that he would have had, I think he would have been a major feature on up and coming artists' songs and even big artists' songs. Because, a lot of the big homies, they bring on the youngins that are popping, that have a nice song out, have a nice track, and they're like, hey, I want that same energy on my record. The problem is you have a case where, when not being yourself goes wrong, when trying to be gangster goes wrong. Now, was Adderall a big street record? People might not have taken it as a big street record, but the thing is he was talking some street shit on the song. Now, I don't mind if somebody talks tough on the record. Like, for instance, I don't look at Ludacris as a street rapper, but he wasn't a soft rapper. He had songs like Stick 'Em Up, Go to Sleep, Get Off Me, off his first album, his first two albums. The thing is those were songs that it's like you getting hyped before the game. Like you getting hyped before a football game. You getting hyped before a basketball game. Yeah, it has some tough lyrics in it, but I don't think the public looked at Ludacris as a street rapper. Whereas Pop Hunna, he made it seem like, okay, he was a street rapper. Let's read some of the lyrics. Said, I'm off a Addy, I'm up, I don't got no time to relax. I turn a 2 to a 4 and I turn a 5 to a stack. They capping, they know where I'm at. If I ain't on Norris, then I'm on the V11, Gerard to be exact. F all the ops. I'm dissing you. I drop a bag on your head just to get rid of you. I'm not ducking no action. You gonna get rid of who? Me and Tay sliding on them, and we got missiles too. So, I could give somebody a pass because it's hip hop. It's hip hop. A lot of people don't really make soft records. Hip hop, no matter where you're from. A lot of people don't make songs. I don't think if anybody ever made a song just talking about, rapping about walking through the park, doing some bird watching, fishing, throwing a Frisbee to the dog. Like, people don't rap about that. It's got to have, I won't even say a street element to it, but a level of toughness to the element. Doesn't mean that you got to be the biggest gangster in the world, the biggest tough guy in the world. But, those tough lyrics give a certain type of energy that people like. Pop Hunna was talking about dropping bags on people's heads, people we sliding on cats, F all the ops. You know where I'm at. I'm not ducking nobody, right? And it came out, his case came out, I think it was like 14 when this case happened, 14 or 15, 13, something like that. And he saw his friend get shot and killed, and he saw who did it, and he told. And you telling somebody that shot and killed your friend, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing against that. You should, but when you come across as a street rapper, all right, you saying we're not ducking nobody, we sliding on people, this, that, and the third. You got kids that are hopping off the porch at 11, 12, even as young as 10 years old. And in the street, if somebody does something to you and you're able to live through that, you know who did it, you're supposed to handle it yourself. You know, I'm not advocating for that type of violence. I'm just saying this is what the streets are saying. When you run to the police to handle certain things, to handle what somebody did to you, you're a civilian. But when you handle it yourself, I mean, you're still a civilian. You know, that's understandable. But at the same time, if you're glorifying this lifestyle, you're not supposed to talk to the cops for whatever reason at all. You're supposed to go out there and handle it yourself from what the streets are saying. Not from what I'm saying, but what from the streets are saying. And the public didn't really take a liking to that. People in the industry didn't really take a liking to that. Other artists didn't really take a liking to that because his paperwork came out. And when that happened, you saw his career just go downhill. People that once co-signed him, they took it back. Said, nah, you know, I don't vouch for that no more. You know, I don't vouch for that guy no more. I don't want to ever do a song with him. Matter of fact, take me off that song that I did with him. I'm never performing that song. Like, people were coming out saying this. Supporters were coming out talking against him. Everybody turned their back on Pop Hunna, all because of what he did at 14. Now, do I think he did the wrong thing? No, I don't think he did anything wrong. If you're a civilian, I mean, the thing is as a black artist, as a black man, there's nothing and nobody forcing you to make street records. You can make love songs. You can rap about love. But, you know, into the eyes of everybody else, they'll think, okay, you know, I'm soft if I talk about this. And I don't like that part of the game because now you went through something very traumatic and it wasn't in you to go back and do whatever to that person that took your friend's life. It was in you to be a civilian to say, hey, no, I'm doing the right thing. That guy shot and killed my friend. But now you're glorifying the same exact actions that the enemy of your friend did, you know, against your friend in a record, saying, okay, you do those things as well, when it's shown on paper that you really don't. And now he's going through some mental health issues to where he even came out and said that he wanted to take his own life. Now, I think that this is just a cry for attention. You know, I think it's a way to let people know, like, hey, I'm still here. I still want to make music. You know, can you please forgive me? And I think he can still come back. You know, a lot of, you know, hip hop fans are very fickle, but they have a weird way of accepting people back into the genre of music, you know, before they support you. It's like, you know, you got to be an attention whore. And do I think he would honestly wanted to commit suicide? Yes. And it's sad to see that. But I also think he really still wants to make music. It's like, hey, you know, I'm a dope artist. I want to showcase my talent to the world. Don't let something I did at 14 change your mind about supporting my music. But see, the thing is, in order for you to get back in the good graces of people in hip hop, you got to change the content. You got to clean up your content. Talk about you. Be yourself. You see a lot of artists, it seems like they're not really being themselves, and you call upon spirits, and those spirits come back to haunt you. All right? Now, if you like the content that I'm posting up on this channel, and you like to support, you can click the link in the description box below to my buymeacoffee.com page. It'll redirect you to this channel or to this page right here. Hover over the support tab and you can, quote unquote, buy me a coffee. All right. The minimum amount you could donate is $5, and you could type in whatever amount you like. Okay. You can come in here and type 20, which is, which will show up as, you know, $100 if you want to support that much. If you want to become a member, click on this tab right here and follow the instructions. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.